Welcome everyone to another video on my channel. My name is Ikelicious and we are going to talk about the Toxicroak team that we were building in the last team building for season 4 of VGC 2020. And I have been testing this team a lot. I do really enjoy it. I like the Toxicroak for taking out fairies and everything. But what you really see a lot in this season is trick rooms, especially with Dusclops. Dusclops is in every second match, I believe. I think Dusclops has a higher like pick ratio than Togekiss at the moment. Well, I don't really know if that's true, but it feels like it to me. So what I was concerned about is how am I going to go about it. Also, what my team had problems with was speed control, because besides having the Rain Dance and Swift Swim and maybe max Airstream on Inteleon, I didn't have any speed control in this team. So also the Darmanitan was pretty useless in that team. Didn't really do much. You were locked into a move, and most likely into a non-stab move, the Flare Blitz, which could be also resisted by a lot of stuff. So it was pretty inconvenient to use Darmanitan in this team. So I wanted to switch him out. That is Darmanitan gone. I definitely wanted to keep the Meowstic for the Rain Dance and also for the Trick Room. And then obviously keep the Ludicolo as well. Now, for the speed control, I wanted to put in a Whimsicott. Whimsicott has Tailwind, it could have Helping Hand, it could have Trick Room, it could have, yeah, a lot of stuff, Fake Tears, whatever. And then I decided, since I need another physical attacker, I could put a Arcanine in here and have Justified and Beat Up here. So that's pretty cool. I like to have the Beat Up option here for the Arcanine. And I also wanted to use Switcheroo and a what is it called? A priority move for such obvious Dynamaxers in turn 1, like Colossal Dragapult lead, and then he wants to surf, and I can just give him the eject button and have my priority move here ready. Turns out it doesn't work with Extreme Speed, because Prankster gives you +1 priority, but Extreme Speed has +2 priority. So when I was trying this, I switched after I extreme speeded, and yeah, there was something with an eject button that just took out my Arcanine, and from there it was not so good anymore. But I stick to the extreme speed. What I did then is I took the Switcheroo out, took another Whimsicott, have it here with Helping Hand instead of the Switcheroo. I also decided to put Helping Hand here over the Fake Tears, because the damage output if you Fake Tears one time or if you Helping Hand is the same in this specific one turn. And also the Helping Hand helps my physical attackers, so it's not only for special attackers supportive, but also for physical attackers. And also Helping Hand has a higher priority, so I cannot get fake outed here. I mean, they still fake out me, but I don't flinch because I already did my move. Fake Tears wouldn't go off if they fake out me. Fake Tears just gets +1 from the Prankster, but Helping Hand has already +2, I believe. So if you have Prankster plus Helping Hand, your Helping Hand goes off before they fake out, and that is really helpful. I stick to the Trick Room here because I want to like reverse Trick Room still, which is a really, really good option as still. I stick to the Ludicolo, but I gave him Hydro Pump instead of Muddy Water because Muddy Water was too weak to one-shot Dynamax or G-Max Charizards in the rain if I do not have Helping Hand boost, or if I'm not Dynamax. So I want to have the Ludicolo here be able to non-Dynamax, still one-shot the Charizards in the rain. And that is with Hydro Pump, yeah, assured. That's 100% KO if I hit the Hydro Pump. I also, instead of the Assault Vest and Fake Out, I put White Lance here and Protect because I really, really needed the Protect sometimes. Turns out, even with the White Lance, Hydro Pump and Blizzard keep missing a lot, which is very inconvenient because if a Charizard lives my Hydro Pump, like if I miss the Hydro Pump, that is also the lose for me, because then he is weak to Max Airstream and he dies to Max Airstream, he dies to Max Airstream, so yeah, that's pretty inconvenient. But yeah, if I see Charizard turn 1, I can just Dynamax and then I won't miss the Hydro Pump, but if it comes down to Charizard Ludicolo later and I already used my Dynamax somewhere, then I want the Hydro Pump and not Muddy Water or Scald, because then I still can KO. Also, the Inteleon didn't really do that much. And I'm more looking to Dynamax other Pokemon usually, and I still cannot really cope with Indeedee and Dusclops. That was still my concern here. I do now have the speed control, I have Helping Hands and everything, but I still cannot cope with those Indeedee Dusclops cores. Indeedee Follow Me, Dusclops Trick Room. What I thought about then was maybe I put the Dragapult in there, but that didn't work because obviously that works for only Dusclops, but that does not work for Indeedee Dusclops because Indeedee is a normal type as well, so Shadow Ball does nothing. And then I came up with Hydreigon. Hydreigon actually one-shots Indeedee with Max Darkness if they are not super specially defensive. And also, what I just learned like few games ago, it one-shots physical defensive Dusclopses with a Max Darkness. So that's interesting. I didn't think about that. So when I see only Dusclops, I can just Max Darkness him with a Helping Hand. So that way he gets one-shotted even if he is specially defense invested. Or if I see Indeedee Dusclops, I Max Darkness the Indeedee and I can Trick Room. So the Dusclops lives turn 1, but I reverse the Trick Room and he does not have Follow Me support for the second turn, and then I can take out the Dusclops in turn 2. So that really works pretty well. And then I still had the problem with those Surf on Dragapult Surf on Colossal with Steam Engine, or Unburden Halucha with Quick Attack Sylveon or something. I still had that problem kinda. Not too much, because like Dragapult Colossal gets already still countered by Rain and Ludicolo, because Ludicolo in the rain is faster than Steam Engined Colossal, which is quite interesting. But yeah, So I decided I want to put in still the switcheroo and a prio move, but I already knew it doesn't work with the Arcanine. So what I did is I put the switcheroo there, but not on the Arcanine, but not with Arcanine as a partner. But Toxicroak. Toxicroak learns Bullet Punch, and I had here Swords Dance before. Swords Dance didn't really get any use. I'm not Swords Dancing so much because everything that I hit hard also hits me hard, so I don't have the turn to Swords Dance. Also, I don't have Follow Me support anymore. So the Swords Dance was never in use. Only like 1 or 2 times, maximum 1 or 2 times, if I Dynamaxed and then needed a max guard. That was the only possibility to use Swords Dance here. So I figured, okay, let's put Switcheroo back on here instead of the Helping Hand and put Bullet Punch here. And that's the team now. Going through one Pokemon at a time. Bullet Punch for the Switcheroo. Life Orb Dry Skin as per usual. If I see a Psychic type move coming in, I could switch into Hydreigon. If I see a Dynamax coming in, I can Switcheroo Bullet Punch. And if I see a Togekiss, I just Skunk Shot. If I see a Tyranitar, I Drain Punch. And most likely gonna lead with Whimsicott and Toxicroak if I have Toxicroak as my lead. So I get the Tailwind up, or I get the Switcheroo for the eject button. Then Whimsicott, Switcheroo, Tailwind for speed control, and let's call it Dynamax control. I still wanted a Moonblast over Energy Ball, for example, because I have a Grass type in Ludicolo, so I didn't need Energy Ball, but I wanted at least 1 attacking move and not only 4 support moves. Although I most likely only use the supporter moves, yeah. And then I also have Beat Up as my last attack for Arcanine, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Close Combat, and Extreme Speed. If I am not Dynamaxed, I have a Choice Band. If I'm Dynamaxed, I'm not choiced, so I can do whatever I want. And I get also Justified boosted by my Whimsicott. Meowstic almost stayed the same, just instead of the Fake Tears, I have Helping Hand to be useful to both physical and special attackers. Ludicolo stayed almost the same. It just has the White Lens, Protect, and Hydro Pump now. I run Blizzard over Ice Beam here because of Follow Me support, but I might switch that around because I don't see Follow Me so much anymore, especially not with Venusaur in the teams. So I might switch back to Ice Beam, but that's probably personal preference. Right now I wanted the Blizzard because of the White Lens. I assumed that it would hit more, but it doesn't really. And then here Hydreigon for the Dusclopses and Indeedees that are running around a lot. Also Hydreigon copes with a lot of fairies, even though he's 4 times weak to fairy due to the Flash Cannon and possible Tailwind. And also Earth Power is a pretty good coverage move here for stuff like Duraludon. So that's the team now, and I will jump into some battles now. Alrighty guys, we found someone with a Indeedee Dusclops core, so I am trying to go for the Meowstic Hydreigon here, and if he goes for Indeedee Dusclops, we can see how my plan works out here. And I put Ludicolo definitely in the back because I have the rain from Meowstic, and I like Toxicroak in the rain as well. Toxicroak's also pretty good against Duraludon if I don't get him down with Hydreigon already. And also Toxicroak's very good against the Butterfree. So let's see what he's actually doing here. He takes some time to pick his team, but I think he might go with the Trick Room team because he might fear all my speed control. Let's see. Arcanine Duraludon, okay. Arcanine Duraludon. That's interesting. I am faster than both of them. I'm faster than both of them. Now, the Arcanine is probably a supportive one. I think I will go for Max Quake on the Duraludon here. And I will put up a Rain Dance just in case. Well, actually, I can do some damage here. I don't need Helping Hand, the Duraludon goes down anyways. If he's Assault Vest, I might screw up here. So let's see. I go Dynamax turn 1, which I'm usually trying to avoid. Because if I make the wrong read here on turn 1, or he reads me, then this turns out pretty bad. But he Dynamaxes something. If that's the Duraludon, that should be good here. That is the Duraludon, that should be good game then. That should be good game then. I think the Arcanine probably just goes Snarl. And that is enough to take the Duraludon out, so no Dynamax for him. And I get special defense boosts here, which is good. And I believe the Arcanine will just and don't do anything else. Yeah, there's the Snarl. So we have to look out for like close targets where we're not sure if we can one-shot him or not. Because now we are -1 special attack. And let's see what he has in the back. He has Butterfree also in the back. Now, I'm not afraid of Butterfree, to be honest. I'm just max quaking the Arcanine and still Helping Hand here. And let's see what the Butterfree does. Maybe he's like Sleep Powder or something. But I should be faster. Yeah, I am. Helping Hand Max Quake might be also enough to take out the Arcanine here already. Yes, Arcanine also gone. So this battle is basically a Hydreigon sweep. And we are +2 special defense now on both of our Pokemon. There comes the Sleep Powder as expected, kinda expected at least. Let's see what he brings as his last Pokemon. It is a Dragapult. Now that's not too scary. I will try to put the Max Darkness on here, but I don't believe it. And I will just Psychic the Butterfree here. Because if I don't wake up and I Helping Hand here, Meowstic does nothing. Dragapult Phantom Force, so it's a physical Dragapult. Interesting. It's a physical Dragapult. And Butterfree is faster than Meowstic. Now that's a bit unfortunate. Because now I'm not getting my Rain Up. Now I'm not getting my Rain Up and I need the Rain for that. I need the Rain for the Dragapult. Well, now I would just try to wake up here and see if I do or not. Meowstic stays asleep, which might be a problem. Yeah, he goes for the Meowstic. That is a problem. I do have another turn though if I don't know what the Butterfree does now. Hydreigon woke up, so I'm getting my Dark Pulse off now. That is a ton of damage, it's good. Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz is not enough to take him out here. Now what? I think I should just keep doing the same thing. Because if I wake up I get the Rain and then Ludicolo just does everything. He goes for Dragon Darts this time. Is that enough to take Hydreigon out? Yeah. That is enough to take the Hydreigon out. And how is it with the Meowstic as well? Okay, so now we have a little problem here. Bug Buzz goes into nothing. I have Toxicroak and Ludicolo in the back, but I do not have my Rain up, unfortunately, because Meowstic fell asleep. So the Dragapult is faster, but I could Bullet Punch the Dragapult. I don't know how much damage it does, but I might actually just take him out. And I Blizzard here. Let's see what he does. I Bullet Punch, get damage off. It is not enough to take him out, so he does get an attack off. And he Sleep Powders the Toxicroak as well. That was what I expected. That's why I Dragapult, of course, avoids it. And now, okay, we get damage off the Butterfree. And then we try to Thunder Punch it and we protect on the fly. I think the fly comes onto the Ludicolo. And I'm right. So he only has Dragon Darts to attack my Ludicolo, basically. He only has Dragon Darts because Phantom Force I can just avoid. Now that he is here, I could Bullet Punch. So if I wake up and Bullet Punch, he's down. And then I Blizzard again. If I don't wake up, and he goes for... If I don't wake up and he goes for Dragon Darts, then I should win here. Okay, he goes for Fly again. And ooh, he's faster now than me. That's an interesting thing. But at least the Butterfree goes down. Now that's good. But now the Dragon Darts might be enough for my... I think I have to gunk shot here. Don't know if anything else takes him out. And I will... I will try to energy ball him here. Because, like, he takes one of the two out. And it is the Ludicolo, yeah. I'm still sleeping. That's so unfortunate. Now he has Dragon Darts and I have my Bullet Punch. So I kinda have to wake up here. And I do, okay. So 3 Pokemon of me were asleep, but I still pulled through. That was not exactly what I was trying to show, but I think I could... that's still good to see why the Meowstic Hydreigon combination is so good. Alright guys, here we found a potential Sandstorm, a potential Trick Room, and also we have Fake Outs, we have potential Follow Me supports. So there's all kinds of stuff that we are kind of prepared for, but with different Pokemon. So I think what the best should be here in this situation is I go with Ludicolo and Meowstic. If he goes with the Sand first, I can set up my Rain immediately. If he goes with the Fake Out, I can Helping Hand and Dynamax. And well, I kind of have a little problem if he goes with Duthclops, because I don't have my Hydreigon here at first. But I will put the Hydreigon in the back, and I will also have my Toxicroak. Also, Max Hailstorm works really well versus the Togekiss. So basically, Ludicolo is a perfect answer to everything but the Dusclops. And for the Dusclops itself, we have the Hydreigon in the back. Now let's see what he does. That is Dusclops and Incineroar. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So he might want to Fake Out. If he Fake Outs my Meowstic, that would be bad, because then I couldn't set up my Trick Room. And he will definitely set up his Trick Room this turn. I will Hydro Pump this guy, and I will try to reverse his Trick Room. And I am almost certain that does not work, because I'm almost certain he will Fake Out me. Well, I could... Let me just Helping Hand here. If he Fake Outs the Ludicolo, well played. He Fake Outs the Meowstic, so that was okay. And he does not Trick Room, so good that I didn't. And I get damage off on the Dusclops as well. So that is really good news. Because now I can max Geyser this slot. I can max Geyser this slot, because I am faster than both of them. I don't need to Rain Dance here. So I can set up a Trick Room in case he does set up his own one. And if he doesn't set up his own Trick Room... Okay, what is that now? That is a Togekiss, alright. And let's see if he goes for the Trick Room. I'm not sure if he does, actually. And I'm interested in the Togekiss being out there in normal form. I don't have the Rain right now, so he might take that really, really well. I think that's a pretty defensive one. That might be a pretty defensive one. Now I Trick Room, and do you Trick Room as well is the question. You do Trick Room. Perfect. So we do have our normal dimensions back. Now I max Hailstorm him, and I will just Psychic Psychic the Dusclops. Or he might actually go... You know what? I will max Hailstorm. He might go for Ally Switch again. If I don't want him to pull through with the Ally Switch, I have to do this. And I have to Psychic this slot as well. He also might Dynamax here. He goes for Follow Me. Okay. I don't mind that because I max Hailstormed anyways. So what does he do now? Does he set up another Trick Room? Wow. That was super specially defensive Togekiss right there. And I Psychic now, unfortunately, the Togekiss. Let's see, do you Trick Room again? You do Trick Room again. Interesting, okay. Now how offensive was that? How offensive was that Incineroar? Here is Sand coming in. Sand is there and the Trick Room is up. So that is a problem for me. I think I can actually go for... I want to go for the max overgrowth here on the T-Tar, because I think he will Dynamax the T-Tar now, and I will Rain Dance here. I cannot Trick Room here because he will probably crunch my, or like max darkness my Meowstic here. But since I'm not going for a water type move and he gets special defense boosts in the sand, I do want to have him here in the rain and not in the sand. He goes for max guard actually, okay. That is interesting. I go for Rain Dance. Does he play games with me now and sets another Trick Room? No, he doesn't, okay. He does not set another Trick Room up. So what now? Question is, does he go for Ludicolo now or does he go for Meowstic? I could try to set up a Trick Room here again and reverse him. But I kind of do not want to go for Protect, because if he goes and kill my Meowstic now and the Ludicolo does nothing, that's pretty bad. So I will go for a Hydro Pump here because it's my strongest move on him, and I will try to Trick Room here again just in case. Nightshade comes off onto the Meowstic. And Max Rockfall comes out onto the Ludicolo. Okay. So now he has the sand back actually. But I also have the Trick Room back. Like the normal dimensions back. What I can do here now... Well, I eat my berry first, which is very good. I can do one of two things. I can go into this guy and Drain Punch. Like Helping Hand Drain Punch. I think that's my best play. And I will Helping Hand Drain Punch into this spot. I think that's my only chance here. Because if he does not set up the Trick Room and goes for Ally Switch, and I go into this, well, it's pretty much a 50-50. Either I Drain Punch in this slot and he Ally Switches, or he tries to get back the Trick Room and he stays like this. I'm trying. I think he might rather go for the Ally Switch here. Helping Hand comes out. And there is the Ally Switch, so we made the correct read. We did make the correct read. I'm not sure if that works. Perfectly, it works. So we do have our Toxicroak safe here. He didn't do anything to me. We still have the Hydreigon in the back for the Dusclops, and right now there is no Trick Room, so whatever comes out now... Oh, I know, the Incineroar, right? Yeah, it's the Incineroar now. Okay. So what are we doing now? He will most likely fake out me. He will most likely fake out me. I will go into the Hydreigon. And I will Rain Dance here. I think he will fake out the Meowstic and go for Trick Room. But I'm not sure. And I just want my Toxicroak to have no Intimidate on him. Ooh, he goes for this slot actually. Okay, good for me. Now, does he go for another Trick Room or not? We definitely got rid of the sand for sure now. That's perfect. So rain is the only weather. Oh, he wanted to Will-O-Wisp me. Okay, that means now I can just Dark Pulse, Helping Hand, and we definitely outplayed him. That is probably the perfect match to show off this team. We had our... Okay, Ally Switch, I don't mind. Okay, he does not set up any Trick Rooms anymore. He goes for Darkest Lariat onto the Meowstic actually. Okay. Interesting. Okay, now I will double up on one slot here. I will double up on the Incineroar slot. I will put Earth Power. Oh, actually not. I will go for Dark Pulse still. And I will Drain Punch him. That way I can hit one of them with a super effective move. He Ally Switches again. I hit him with a Drain Punch. He I hit him with a Dark Pulse. He does not ally switch again. I hit him with a Drain Punch. And with no Intimidate on me, that is enough to take him out. And what does he do now? Maybe now he's setting up another Trick Room? Yeah, he is. But that doesn't matter. Because now we can Dark Pulse you and you cannot one-shot our Hydreigon anytime soon. Dark Pulse and, well, I don't know, Thunder Punch? He Will-O-Wisps. At least he does not exit the game. He fights until the end. Okay, so what did we see in this match? We saw the rain working against weather perfectly. We saw the Hydreigon doing his job against the Dusclops. We also saw the rain working for Ludicolo and for also the Toxicroak. We saw Helping Hand working, and we also reversed a Trick Room once. So I think to show off the weather and the Trick Room counter, this is the perfect match. Now what we're still looking for is one match with an obvious turn 1 Dynamax, where we can just switcheroo him and take him out. So let's see if we find one of those matches. Alright, we found another match. He could go for a Dynamax in turn 1, but I'm not risking the eject button Bullet Punch on turn 1. However, I still want to lead with a Toxicroak because he hits 4 out of, well, actually 5 out of 6 Pokemon super effective. And I want to set up a Tailwind in turn 1. And if he does not attack my Whimsicott, I might use the switcheroo Bullet Punch later in this match. But we'll see. So there comes Incineroar, Clefable. That might be actually Follow Me Clefable. Follow Me Clefable with the Dynamax Incineroar. Possibly. I'd go and anticipate that it is. And I will switch out the Whimsicott. Wait, no. Actually, I will anticipate that it is, and therefore I will stay in. And I Tailwind, as I said. And I will Gunk Shot the Clefairy, because Clefairy definitely goes for Follow Me. There's no other way. Okay, he does not Fake Out though. And he does not Dynamax, which is good. He also does not Follow Me. I wonder what he does. Okay. I wonder what he does. Does he just go Flare Blitz me or what? He goes for U-turn. So eject button gets activated. Eject button does get activated, which is still okay. I will bring in... I think I might... I don't know, if he does not go for Follow Me, what does he do? Does he goes probably then for Dazzling Gleam, and I don't want to catch a Dazzling Gleam with Icy Wind. I see. Wait, why didn't he switch out? Didn't he U-turn? Why didn't he switch out? He U-turned on me. Okay, interesting. Now I will double up on the Incineroar here, because if he follow me now, he does not follow me, so I kill him now with, well, after both of my attacks. Yes, so this guy is gone. The question is, what does he bring now? He brings a Corviknight. That means my Arcanine has to switch. I will switch into the Hydreigon, and I can Gunk Shot the Clefairy to take him out here. Arcanine come back. Hydreigon comes out. He does follow me, so I did good on clicking Gunk Shot here. I do not miss, which is also sometimes pretty important to know. And now he can only bring in his Incineroar, and that's it. He sets up a Tailwind himself. Alright. He sets up a Tailwind himself. He brings out the Incineroar. Oh, he still has the Primarina, right. Right, he still has the Primarina. But I also still have my Tailwind here. So what I can do is... I Flash Cannon the Primarina? No. Actually, the Hydreigon does not really do anything anymore in this match, so I will just do whatever. I will Dark Pulse him, and or maybe I flinch, and then I will Gunk Shot the Primarina. That is a Dynamax Primarina in the Tailwind, but my Tailwind will go out now, and then I get in my Whimsicott again. So I can set up a new Tailwind after that. And let's see what the Corviknight does. He goes for Max Guard actually, so attacking not with both on the Primarina was actually good. And I might get... No, I do not. Okay, so now... the Toxicroak goes down, which is okay for me. That was a lot of recall damage. Now I bring in the Whimsicott again, and I get my Tailwind back up. And I still have my Dynamax, not to forget, guys. I still can Dynamax my Arcanine, which I will do. Okay, he does not protect. He does not protect. The Corviknight, and the Corviknight goes down, which is perfect. And now you max Starfall the Hydreigon. Which is perfectly fine, because I do not attack you with Dragon type moves anymore. And I have my Tailwind up, and now I can actually even beat up my Arcanine. So you see actually the beat up Arcanine now, which I am pretty excited about in this team as well. And that should be then the last battle that we are doing here. the problem with this beat up now is that it's only +2, and that means I'm only +1. That means I'm only +1 with the Arcanine. Oh no, I'm not. I'm +2. The Incineroar is gone already. I forgot that. I still thought he had the Incineroar in the back because he U-turned turn 1, but he didn't switch out. I still don't know why. I still don't know why he didn't switch out in turn 1. So that is +2 max lightning from an Arcanine. I'm not sure if Primarina lives that or not. If she lives that, that might be bad for me. So that's my Justified coming out 1 time and 2 times. If you don't know why only 2 and not 4 as usual, beat up hits as many times as you have Pokemon left. And it works. Okay. So usually if you do this on turn 1 you get 4 attacks because you have 4 Pokemon in the VGC battle. But since I only had 2 left, it only did it 2 times. But yeah, now you saw actually the power of beat up on the Whimsicott. If we get to see his team, I want to see his team. If not, yes, we get to see his team. So what was it? Assault Vest. But why didn't he switch out on the U-turn then? I don't know. He has an Assault Vest on the Incineroar, and he did not switch out with U-turn. If anyone knows why he didn't switch out with U-turn, or if I was missing something there, let me know in the comments below. This is gonna be the last battle that I record for this showcase of the video. I hope you enjoyed all the battles that I found with the different tactics against the... My favorite one was probably the one with where my opponent had both Trick Room and Weather, and we managed to overcome both with the Meowstic. If you want to see more of those showcases from other teams that we are building, or if I should try out your teams, maybe leave the suggestions also in the comments. If you want to test my team, I will have my team posted on the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is also in the video description. And if you want to see me battling just randomly on any day that I am streaming, then the link to my stream will be also in the description box. That is it for this probably really long video. I hope you still enjoyed it even though it was so long. Until the next one, take care and goodbye.